Something really weird happened on my Isla Nicta servers during Christmas, and I've never actually seen this happen before, but it happened. Just so you know, there's a link down below in the comment section. You can join my Discord server if you would like and check out what Isla Nicta is doing, or even me and my dog, Jaeger. Also, Jaeger is doing fine. I'm doing fine. You guys, thank you for the support, and I have the world's happiest and safest doggo now, not gonna lie. Seriously, I love you guys for that. Really, like, you made my Christmas, and I can't stress enough how thankful and appreciative I am of all of the support. I did not expect that much. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and happy holidays as well for the rest of you. So during Christmas, some weird stuff happened on Isla Nicta on a game called The Isle. There was an admin actually body dragging, and they had a Rex that had very unique colors that you cannot actually use. And I mean like a developer. A developer was on the game, and they did things that I didn't know you could actually do currently in the Isle. I had no idea the systems were there. I checked to see if there were any updates to the game, and there were no updates. Now, obviously, too, they are very, very broken because they're not finished things and they're not supposed to be used right now in the game, to my knowledge. But we had a developer in the game, and they were playing as hypos, and they were playing as the Quets, and they did some cool stuff and body dragging, obviously, and they played as the Bracky. Now, my memory is failing me because I can't remember if they updated the Bracky into the game or not. I was under the impression that the Bracky wasn't added to the game just yet, but apparently a developer, and there's proof a developer was playing as the Bracky. Let me know if and when they updated the game to allow the Bracky in, and when corpse dragging was put into the game, because I didn't know. But here's what happened during that, because I wanted to check it out, and here's some clips of what actually happened and what transpired. How is he carrying it around, though?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's really broken.
He just looked up, or he looked at it, and he picked it up and started walking off with it.
I'm trying to eat from it, and I can't. Oh, body's rolling down the hill.
Yeah, I think the value of the food is glitched out when it picks it up. I don't think it's attached.
Well, when he picks it up, the food thing doesn't move with it, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just the...
That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's just the model, not the... That's so weird. Oh god, the trike is like upside down now. Check that out. He's got like admin colors or something, or dev colors. Like he can have red and just a matte black.
Whoa, Jesus! Oh my
What the
God.
hell was that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, it's that time again, friends. Let's check out the Isle and what's coming in the Recode. I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys real quick because context matters. I think the reason why we got a lot of this stuff is because Don started drinking for Christmas, and he started not caring what he spoke about or what he showed. So I think that's why we have the pleasure of seeing this stuff right now. Granted, he is the owner of the game, so I mean, I'm pretty sure he could do whatever he wants, can't you, Don? Let's check out what he gave us for an ETA.
I don't think it'll take 3 or 4 more months. If I had to guess, if I had to truly put a time on it, internally, I think QA will have their hands on it by the end of January. I think y'all are looking at a really nice Valentine's Day.
So that's kind of interesting to say that QA is going to have their hands on this at the end of next month, given this is December, and then around February, you're going to be getting the Recode. Obviously, don't take that as like concrete. That's a very, very soft ETA. Anything could happen between then. They could have some serious major hiccup in the game, and they need to continue working on it, and it could actually delay the recode. So take this more as a soft ETA more than anything, because there's no guarantee. But I'm hoping for a February release because, yeah. Actually, let me just say something real quick. A lot of people, myself included, thought the Recode was coming for Christmas because of a top comment that was liked on the Isles reveal trailer for the Recode, basically. On top of that, guys, there was something else that was uncovered. So at the end of the trailer, there was something else that pointed towards this that people didn't notice. So it said Carnage comes home at the end of the Isles Recode trailer, and then at the end of the Primal Carnage trailer, it said Carnage means Christmas, or Christmas is Carnage, or something like that anyways. And we thought, everyone that knew about this at the time thought that this meant the Recode was coming. It was a coincidence, basically, is what it was. But the information, I mean, you're not crazy if you thought the Recode was coming for Christmas.
Bum 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 bum. All right, first off, let's grab this dumbass. Come here. All right. So his knee's still fucked up, right? Your knee's still stupid. All right.
So obviously they're still working on the Recode and some of the stuff happening with it, body dragging included. And body dragging itself is going to be worked on through these clips. You're going to see it progressively get a little bit better and see some bugs and stuff. So keep that in mind.
I should probably actually start streaming now, considering how close we are to being
Close to being done. Yep, he's reinforcing that. Actually, I probably shouldn't say anything because I had a DM and I was going to spill something, but I shouldn't spill it.
I still like the fact that there's blood when you eat now. It's just chomp. Now there's just blood.
That is sick. You can see the blood when it eats.
Now there's just blood all
Look
over
at that.
his face.
Oh my god, that is so
Now there's
sick.
just blood all over his face.
I didn't even know that was going to happen, but that I love that they did. That's such a little aesthetic. That's so cool. Oh my god. And he drinks, and it gets rid of the blood.
And then you drink, and then it's gone.
God, that's so... Oh my god, that's amazing. That's little attempts... That's a little attention to detail goes so far. Here is an explanation on how the body dragging system is intended to work.
The way that it'll work is there are weight clamps, and the weight clamps will say one of three things. Number one is well, actually, if you bite something, like if I were to, at this point, since they're confirmed, if I were to bite a compy, right, and I just go and I get one, I could kill it instantly, and I can carry it in my mouth. So that dinosaur is going to be transferred to my Utah Raptor's mouth. I will be carrying around a compy. I can still run around with it in my mouth because it's tiny and it's small, and I would be able to pick it up. Otherwise, when something dies, it's going to be like this. And you drag it. You can drag it, you can't run, but you can at least carry it with you. And if you can't do that, if you can't carry it in either fashion, you'll at least be able to do one of these and pull a gib out. So there will be an actual little gore mesh that'll go in your dinosaur's mouth.
So more or less, you kill a compy. If it's smaller than you can carry it around. I would imagine a Dryo might have the same kind of effect, or a Taco, or a Velociraptor even. If it's too big to carry around, or even drag, well then you rip a piece of flesh out of its body, and well, that's basically that. How big of a piece? I guess it would be a compy-sized piece of flesh that would have the same values as if it was a full compy. I'm assuming, at least. Maybe a little bit more, actually, because you could carry more than a compy. I don't know. This is the new raptor eating animation. God, that's so cool to see the blood just splatter. I know it's not realistic, but I love how they added that in. Like, it's just... It needs a little bit of like a fantasy element, and it's so cool. Or maybe you can imagine it's just chewing like an eye and it explodes. That'd be kind of cool. God, I love that they kept that in. That's so great. Here is information about the Carno and Serato.
He had something to eat. You're getting 14 animals that the Ceratosaurus and the Carnotaurus can actively hunt, like, very well. Same with things like the Utah. Like, you're adding in an entire ecosystem that screams we are good for medium to small range predators. So, you know.
So that was all he had to say on the Carno and Serato, but they will definitely be viable as creatures. Drifting is an exclusive to the Utahraptor.
Every dinosaur, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say every dinosaur. Carnotaurus will have a drift. Carnotaurus is going to have a hilarious drift, actually.
I can only imagine by that. It's since the Carno is such a fast, lumbering creature, it's obviously faster than the Utah, and also a lot bigger, so it's probably going to skid a lot if you make a really sudden turn. Like, it's probably gonna be like Looney Tunes style skidding across wherever you're trying to turn, basically. I would at least assume that's what it's going to be like, because, well, think about a Carno trying to drift. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but right here, he's trying to pull it up and it's too heavy and it actually falls out of his mouth. His Utah can't continue carrying it, which is also pretty cool. It's going to be frustrating trying to bring something up a cliff more than likely, but I mean, it's going to be one of those cool things, I think, where at least it's a realistic thing. It's not going to be overpowered as hell. You know, I mean, a Rex might be able to drag a Rex up a hill, but I mean, if its body falls off a ledge, are you going to be able to hold on to it? I don't think you'd be able to. It'd be too heavy. This one is titled Collision. Ooh, wow. So I actually think this is earlier in the stream when he was trying to mess with body dragging a little bit and fix it, and it was still buggy. I mean, you could see right there.
Oh, that's
yeah, it has like an improper collision that makes it freak out.
There we go. And then this, when we drag his stupid ass out here. Yeah. There we go, and then we drop him. Aha.
Huh, that's interesting.
All right, down we go. Down we go. Down we go. Come on. Come here, Mr. Raptor. I'm gonna have you go down in the water. Alright, right? Alright. Right? Yep, he's trying to float up. So we let go. And now the raptor floats up. Yep, and spit him out at the fucking shore.
So in this section, this is actually also really interesting. It seems, and just so you know real quick, when he lets go of this raptor and it floats up to the surface, it more or less has a trajectory. Oh my god, I can't talk. What is wrong with me? It seems the raptor itself will float up, and depending on its movement and where it may be going, or even based on the water current, it's going to float up and then go to shore wherever. So you may actually be able to scour beaches in this case to try and find food, because the food will wash up on shore, and hopefully it'll be edible and not, you know, ruined from salt water and you know, whatever nastiness might be in that water, or even if it's rotted, if rotting food is still going to be a thing, or rotting bodies. And obviously, too, as a note, it T-poses basically upside down. It's going to have a ragdoll. It's just not set up. Dryo players are going to like this.
You know, Dryo's no, but Dryo got his model fixed. We actually did his touch-ups finally, so that's good.
I actually don't know what they had to do to fix the Dryo model. What was wrong with it, guys? This is just a general overview of the map. I assume this is Hope. Wow, this map is huge.
Wait, where's that one specific cliff? No, not you. Yes, this.
I had to mute this clip because it's the Tokyo Drift music. You can imagine why it's Tokyo Drift music, but you start seeing some of the drifting animations with the Utah, and it seems they've updated a, I guess, dust or dirt effect with it as well. And it's actually kind of cool how it can just drift around and instantaneously change direction while moving, and it doesn't look dumb like alt turning currently does and stuff, you know? And you can see when you land down, you can drift instantly. It's just all around great. I think at least it's all around great. Check that out. And even when it lands, there's still, like, look at that. You could stop while facing forwards and you skid stop. Like, that's cool too. I don't think we've seen that yet. Check that out. That is so cool. Now we moved into the realm of full screen, so you know there's some serious stuff happening here. Now he's not going to say anything too important because he's searching for stuff. However, there are blueprints and skeletons down right here that I wanted to pay attention to with you guys and just check things out. I'm going to have my own comments on these as well. But if you look down right here, you're going to see a skeleton right here. I don't know what this is, but then you have the M1 Grand, the M4A1, and Model 70, parachute, so on and so forth. Now, I know, so this is going to get really sketchy because guns and dinosaurs, obviously, and then, you know, they're working on humans and marines and stuff, so guns kind of go hand in hand with the dinosaurs. As far as these go, and as far as I personally believe right now, I've already seen inside the game files from like 2 years ago. I remember I did a video, something like this, where I had found weapon assets inside the Isles files, and I think they were removed. I'm not sure, or they locked the actual file so you couldn't see what was in them. I can't remember the name of that video if you guys want to reference it after this one. But as far as these weapons go, I mean, they could very well be brand new, and you know, they have been working secretly on weapons in the background because obviously they're mercenaries, they're gonna need weapons. But I mean, I have my doubts, just given simply because I know what the files had before, and this might literally just be like the placeholders that came stock with whatever they were using at the time from a couple years ago. I have reason to believe it might not be, just simply because they're completely redesigning the game and ripping out things they don't need and everything else. But at the same time, I mean, they have the old assets as well inside the files. Now, moving down through this more, it does actually load them in, and they do look like their default weapons. They don't look like they're anything too particularly fancy, but I can't see them pretty much too. And the parachute, I'm pretty no, actually this one looks, maybe this is the parachute that Deathly had coded to have supply drops drop down across the map, because originally they wanted supply drops to just kind of fall from the sky, and you know, you pick up a weapon and find a bow. You get lucky sometimes and find them, but I had a strong suspicion they weren't spawning in, so there was that. If you look right here, there's a skeleton for the Trudon, which is kind of cool. There's an arrow skeleton, the bow case, which I think is just the crate for, you know, the bow and the assault rifle when it used to fall like last year. Brick, the S1C1, there's a tennis ball right here. The Titanoboa has one right here as well. There's some more right here. The weapon AKS-74U M416, weapon Benelli, whatever you call it. Now I know that there's more weapons, it appears, in this version of what Dawn has than in the previous version of what I had seen. At least I think. I could be wrong, guys, so don't hold me to this, but I think there's more weapons present now in the dev kit in comparison to what there was when I had previously found these things in their game. I didn't see anything else for new creatures or anything that might have been leaked, and I've looked down through these a couple times. I mean, there's the compy. There were some fish also, like there's the catfish right here. There is the coelacanth 2, which is the fish we all see in Ark, basically, and I probably said its name wrong. Dinosuchus is here, but besides all of that stuff, I mean, it doesn't seem like their skeletons are there for the other unreleased new dinosaurs besides the Trudon, so he probably can spawn in the Trudon right here, but I don't know if it would actually have a model or anything available yet, and that's pretty well all that stuff there. I don't think some of the stuff was meant to be shown off. Obviously, this is when he confirms no Recode for Christmas, which broke all our hearts.
Let's drop the... No, you're not getting the fucking Recode for Christmas. This isn't like a bamboozle where all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, y'all are gonna... I was just kidding, here it comes. Like, no.
Here is the reasoning as to why the Recode is... Well, partly as to why the Recode isn't out yet. Look at the raptor. Look at the raptor. Look at his little eye blinking while he's being eaten. Look at that. Yeah. He's been blinking, doing a little blink. And he's eating away. Damn, the eat animation looks really good, though.
I guarantee you I could say that the Recode was going to release tomorrow and people in chat wouldn't even go hype. They would just go, but the dinosaur is blinking when it's dead. That's just all they say. And at this point, I feel like I need a fucking blink emote.
So that is everything currently on the Isle and the Recode. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Let's go do a thing. Holy crap. I heard that. I was like, what the hell is that sound? Guy's teleporting all around.
Oh, I see him. There he is.
Oh, he's diving down for something. Oh, I think he bit a Suko. Now, again, I want to make sure you guys know that the ETA that was given, and developers don't like to give out ETAs. Look at Ark Survival Evolved and their ETAs. They had to push the entire Genesis DLC back like a month or two. So I'm not gonna hold Don to this DLC. Wow, this date that he gave, just simply because a number of things can go wrong. So much can go wrong, and it can get messy really, really fast. So I would respectfully ask that you guys as well take it with the same grain of salt that I'm taking it with as well. I'm not saying he's a liar. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just saying things can happen, anything can happen, and he's well aware of that too. And I just don't want, you know, pitchforks and everything if for some reason it's just not here. I think they're capable of getting the Recode here for February, but anything can happen again. So use caution, don't piss against the wind. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section as always. I feel like I was being kind of dumb about the Bracky stuff, but maybe I wasn't. I don't recall seeing a Bracky in-game in person, and that's what matters. Probably have a video dedicated to it that I forgot about. All right, leave a like if you did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one.